Welcome everyone, Simon here from the Whales of Wall Street MTV MultiVac video here in front of us right now. Guys, this has been the most probably interesting asset I've held and certainly the weirdest year in terms of a project. Recently, a couple of days ago, we have Kathy here who is essentially the VP of communication of MultiVac, hired I think probably about 7 months ago now, I can't remember, but as you guys know, if you're into MultiVac or been holding this as I have been, you would have seen last December, can you believe it, nearly a year ago, the old CEO left on the 31st December, obviously did a quick one there and transferred the business across. Now this whole entire year has been lack of communication, lack of information, up until probably around about 4 to 6 months ago. We started getting trickles of articles and things that have been happening in terms of development, albeit very minimal, but at least it was something, right? But we just seen this message here a couple of days ago from Kathy. Dear MultiVac family, we have completed the majority of the developments we had planned for this year. However, due to the current unstable market conditions, we have decided to delay all aspects of the completed work until the conditions of the market improve. Well, that's an interesting point here, because they mentioned about current unstable market conditions. Well, it has been like this all year, so I'm not quite sure why they're trying to insinuate that all of a sudden the last few days, albeit the last few days have been crazy because of the FTX situation, etc., that this is now the time. They're telling everyone that the developments have been progressing not as well as we thought, but here's to next year. And a lot of projects are doing this. They're going quiet, going into development. Understandable, totally. This is the greatest time if you've got the funding and the resource, albeit small resource potentially, to do that. It is the best time to do it. However, yeah, it's a bit strange to bring this news out at this moment in time. The last thing you want to do in these bad conditions is put even more negativity towards it. There's a lot of people, I'm sure, staking MTV, perhaps holding these on exchanges, have probably dropped out, I would have thought, if they haven't done so already. I've been holding on to MTV for some time. The reason I didn't sell is mainly because I don't really want to sell at a loss, but if there's an opportunity to move that gain across to something else, I will probably consider that at some point, provided that the asset I'm moving it to is one, something that I already have and believe in massively, and two, the difference of percentage losses are similar. So if the market does not improve significantly before the end of this year, we will reevaluate our roadmap and make some adjustments. Brilliant. So this kind of transfers across really to what has been going on with MTV across the whole year. No updates from the actual MultiVac official site, which is quite staggering, really, in my opinion. Like, you've got the VP of communication who's messaging, which is brilliant. But if you don't follow her or didn't even know, because it was just chucked in about 6 months ago that there's someone all of a sudden looking after the marketing side of it, you're not going to know. So I'm really surprised that this hasn't been communicated through here. And in general, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, like I won't stop doing MultiVac videos, because if there are people out there that are still going to hold and this, that and the other, fair play, and I will construct the videos. But I'm solidly thinking about removing that position from my portfolio at this moment in time, provided, as I said, it's a logical situation in the sense that it's moving across, that I'm not like just selling it, I'm moving it to something else, but something that's of a loss gain matchup, if you like, over the course of the last year or so, which most of the projects, to be honest, have been dropping down 90-80% anyway, so it's not too much of a difference really to me. It's just moving the value into something more sustainable, in my opinion. So we'll see about that. I'll let you guys know if that anything of that magnitude changes. But wow, unbelievable, guys. I'm very confused by this complete craziness. I know I came into this one from the back of like Cheeky Crypto a while back. It's something I came in late with last year, and I looked through the website and everything, and who's to say that they won't deliver on their promises? But as an investor right now, I'm sort of sitting there going, well, I've got to condense my portfolio anyway, so maybe, just maybe, this is the situation that's kind of the nail in the coffin, if you like. But let's have a look at the chart, guys. just out of interest. Again, as I mentioned, this is just not financial advice or anything like that. It's just my opinion and what I am and am not doing in the space. So just take that aspect as you wish. But for sure, do what you need to do and research what you want to research. And let us know in the comments below what you think about MTV, because this is quite crazy, really. I'm kind of half speechless about the situation with these guys recently. So let me just move this across a bit. So you can see we're in the bottom areas of MTV right now. In fact, I'm just going to quickly draw this area out back to my old recent, the last recent app. I think it's like 2020. It was at these lower stages. So it's had a very good run, to be honest, overall. But in the grand scheme of things, could it be because a lot of it was staked, that there's a lot of holding in there anyway? Look at this. Absolute nosedive, like we've seen with a multitude of projects this year, but this is quite significant, really. In fact, on the year, it's hovering around 96%, so it's coming down slightly and slowly, and 92% on the year to date. This week is terrible, 34% down on the week, 31% on the month. So you can see it's not been a great time, and clearly people have had enough. It's been a long year anyway for MTV and this holding, to be honest. But as you can see, this could be a good opportunity if you are researching and you see life in it in the future. You may want to accumulate these areas. I mean, to be honest, as I've said in previous videos, I don't see significant reasoning why to go into massive detail of the chart of MTV, because the difference between these two numbers or these areas are really not that significant, to be honest. We've got here, for example, these top regions at 0.001, so a tenth of a cent, compared to, well, I don't really know, it's 0.0007 now. So from a communication perspective, there is some big upside to be had if MTV sort themselves out with communication and what they're actually doing development wise. But who knows? They kind of put this negative feel in my mind now. They're giving up on this year, and it's going to go quiet. And at the end of the day, they're probably just going to announce that, we haven't done anything anyway. See you next year. Who knows? I would like someone maybe from MTV to reach out, because I've messaged them many a time over the last few months. Everyone just ignores me or doesn't want to have communication with us or do AMAs, and I think that's like the best thing to do. Honesty is the best policy, in my opinion. But I understand from the business sense, a lot of these projects are shutting down. Is it an immature aspect? Potentially. I don't think it's very professional. I certainly wouldn't expect this in the outside of crypto world for sure at all, in any of this kind of capacity. The RSI being 31 on the 14-day and 37 on the 20-day is a good bite point for now. Not as good as it was 2 days ago, 22 on the 14-day. So there is some big upside if they switch this around, and fair play to those that are still believing and joining in. I'm not going to accumulate any more MTV at all until I see some formulation of improvement. And to be honest, I probably won't be coming back into this until I see it at least back at a 1 cent mark, at least, because I want to see stability and drive in this now, and I'm not really seeing that. So we'll have to see how this goes. And I'm going to think about my position. I will let you guys know in the coming days what I do with mine. But yeah, for sure right now, it's, wow, I've already lost quite a lot on this. I'm not moaning or crying about it. This part of the parcel, it had a really good run last year, and I believed in it. So the website and everything, as I said, the white paper is very intriguing, very interesting still. From an outsider's perspective, if you didn't look at the market or the token of the aspect of this project, you would think this is actually really impressive. But we'll see. I'll be honest with you guys over the next couple of days, whether I pull out or not. I just wanted to do this update video because I had a lot of requests in from you guys out there on this. But in general, guys, if we just pull this out a bit more, you can see obviously the last few days on the volume outtake, it has been quite significant the last week. It's almost like people have just been holding because the prices hadn't really been moving, and they're just holding anyway because they're at a loss. But now it's almost like the FTX situation, the market situation, and people just in general annoyed to hell this year with this kind of project. So guys, we could keep you updated. I'll probably do another MTV video in 2 or 3 days time, or I will at least put a comment into my YouTube community section to say that I have pulled out or kept going. So look out for that, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Just a bit of a weird one, this one. There's not too much analysis to do other than the fact that it's as low as it can be. Could it come lower? Possibly. And even if it did, wow, you can accumulate a lot of MTV right now for very little effort. Guys, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, please do not forget, if you have not done so already, to smash that subscribe button and the like button as well. And if you haven't done so either, do hit the notification bell so you get notified directly on your smartphone or desktop about any of the videos that we have coming up for you guys as and when they are released. But that's that for now, guys. We'll see you in the next MTV video. Bye bye.